we're trying to use the previously established Border League, and we're using that to develop a Movember Border League. So what we're trying to do is kind of pit the border clubs against each other, use that rivalry to put it towards a good cause, so to raise money and awareness for men's mental health. So we've found in this last lockdown that everyone's mental health has took a big hit, but if we especially look at that kind of men that are playing rugby, that 20 to 34 age group, suicide has been for a long time, but it remains to be the number one cause of death. So it's really just trying to kind of raise more awareness, get guys talking to each other, and just wearing that kind of, growing that moustache allows you to have a badge to say that you're here for your teammates, you're here to speak to each other. So yeah.
So how does it all work?
So basically every border club has a team captain. They have started their own Movember team, and then we've put them all, so from East 3 up to Premiership, all of the border clubs are on a league table against each other. And then whenever any money is donated towards that player, that will then go towards that team, and then we can get a little league table, see who's raised the most money towards Movember. That money then goes towards projects by Movember, such as Ahead of the Game. So that is where we're using sport as the kind of the background to get people speaking about mental health. So it shows players, coaches, parents how to address mental health, to be able to speak to the players. Yeah.
And I'd imagine it'd be a fairly easy thing to get all the clubs together. You don't have to mention the words Border League and they're there.
That's it. Everyone wants to win. So we just use that competitive energy that we've got in the borders to put it towards a good cause. So yeah, all of the clubs have been really good. They're all keen to get involved. A lot of them do Movember separately by themselves. So it's nice just to get everyone together and just sort of put all our efforts towards one thing.
As a club, we are always promoting sort of good mental health. It's a real tough thing at the moment. Men aren't confident to speak about this sort of thing, but we want to promote it as a club, and as a club together, getting it and coming out in the pitch with our Movembers. There'll be a few guys that'll struggle to grow them, myself included, but it'll be a good laugh as well.
Well, you're not doing too bad at the moment, but that'll go very shortly.
I'll need a clean shave at the end of October, going into November. But it's a really strong case. Like I say, I can't remember the exact stats, but there's a lot of suicide, male suicide around Scotland, around Britain. So the more we can do to raise awareness, to know that we can talk to somebody. I think with rugby clubs, we have a natural sort of out. We can go down and speak to people, albeit there's mick taken out of everyone, but we know when we need to be serious and somebody really needs a chat, everyone gets round them.
And all the clubs are getting involved?
Yeah, I believe there's a Border League. Dave Cowan, great guy, has organised a Border League Movember, so looking to try and raise money right across the border, so we'll have a little league table at the end.
And Movember, as we know, has been going a few years now, but I guess it's even more important after COVID.
Yeah, 100%. So they found in lockdown that almost half of the men that they interviewed, that Movember interviewed, felt like they had no one to speak to about their mental health throughout lockdown. But on comparing that, most men said that their mates could speak to them. However, they felt they didn't have anyone to speak to. So it's really important for us as young men just to feel like you can speak to each other. They've also found that 2 out of 3 men would rather be seen as the kind of a loose cannon. Well, you're a loose cannon on the rugby pitch, you're someone with anger problems. You'd rather be seen as that than rather be seen as someone who's vulnerable. So I think it's really important to change that kind of mindset we've got around mental health. Make it okay for guys to speak to each other. If you're not feeling great, you've got someone that you can go and speak to, and just to realise that you're not alone.